Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is 10:11 a.m. on February 20th, 2018. And my name is Angie Atkinson. On this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll just get going. So, hope you guys are all doing well today. It is a lovely Tuesday. Now, a couple of quick announcements for you. Well, one mostly. Um, I will be live again at noon today, which is in just less than 2 hours, with Dana Morningstar on her channel. We are going to start a weekly shared live session so that we can both be there to answer questions for people in the same session. So we'll be alternating back and forth between our channels. And so this week it will be on her channel at noon. So hope everybody's doing well today. While I'm waiting for my chat to pop up, let me just remind you that it is, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So just FYI, I am in the process of creating my small group coaching program because I know a lot of times people, when they come into these sessions, I can only be here for so long each day. So people a lot of times come in and don't have a lot of, they don't get their questions answered. I mean, I try to answer everybody's questions, but I run out of time. So some people would like to talk in a smaller group and stuff like that. I've heard a lot of interest on it. So I assume that this will be the ongoing thing. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm late today or what, but I'm not seeing the usual crowd here. So I will just tell you that I will be wrapping up shortly if people don't start talking. This is unusual. Maybe Facebook forgot to send out the notification. Maybe I forgot to send out the notification. Did I? Nope, it went out. Okay. So I don't know about Facebook's notification. Hey, Jamie Lynn. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Um, so hello, healthy love. Okay, people are starting to come in now. All right, good. Hello, Tracy, Leah, Nova Scotia. Hello, hello, everybody. So weirdest thing, I think maybe YouTube did not send out, did YouTube send out notifications, guys? Let me know. Hello, Teresa. Hello, healthy love. She said, don't stop talking. Thank you. Yeah, it was really weird. It was like really, usually before I even start talking, I've got messages, so it was kind of unusual. Anyway, maybe we're just on a slight delay. Tracy says, I have a hard time. Yeah, you got the text. Okay. Did you get the notification from YouTube though, or just the one from me? Healthy Love said we got okay. Jamie Lynn said, found out Sunday the X has a new supply, 100% everything we'd make fun of. Oh boy, that's rough. You did get a notification from YouTube. Okay, good news. Okay, good. All right. Very good. Oh, Jamie Lynn said, I just happened to see if you were on. Awesome. Just from me, Tracy says. Okay. Yeah, sometimes YouTube doesn't send out the notification for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. So tell me about the new supply, Jamie Lynn. Teresa Peace Grace. Hello, Teresa. She says, what do people get from spoof calling you all the time? You mean narcissists? I assume that's just to, you know, to annoy you, and hopefully they probably think they get some kind of additional, thrill out of it, maybe. Yeah. Okay, Leah only received the text message. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's usually what happens when it's a smaller group showing up, as YouTube fails to send out the notification for whatever reason. Healthy Love says, Angie, I am working on a new piece for my art show, and I want to show that this impacts men too. I need some ideas. Oh, great. So okay, well, tell me what you're working on so far and let me know. And we'll see what we can come up with. Jamie Lynn says, all of his exes. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, Stop the Chaos. Hello, hello. She says, please, please, please send me good vibes and prayers, everyone. I'm back at the lawyer this afternoon, but I'm so close to separating everything but kids. Well, that is great news and positive vibes coming your way. Everybody send Stop the Chaos some positive vibes. I'm having like this leaky eye situation. It's no good, you guys. Yeah, positive vibes coming your way, my friend. I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. Jamie Lynn says, all of his exes and I look like sisters, and now he's dating the exact opposite, who has over 3,000 followers on Instagram and looks like a streetwalker. Oh, Jamie Lynn. Well, we'll see how long that lasts, because I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but but what's interesting is that a lot of times two narcissists getting together don't last long. So I'm not saying she is. I don't know her at all, but I'm just saying if that's what you're thinking, then we'll see how that goes. uh, Adriana Bordeaux says, "Good morning, all. And the first time in a while, I'm feeling in the flow with things. So excited to be a part of this live stream as well. Welcome, Miss Adriana. Welcome back. Happy to see you and talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's the flow all about for you today? Tell me, tell me." Teresa Peace Gray says, "Is there anything we can do to stop spoof calling?" In addition, you can try to block their numbers. I think one of the things, I mean, I get the spoof calling even from like, people trying to sell me credit cards or whatever they're doing there. This is so-and-so from your credit card department. Well, guess what, people? I don't use credit cards. So, no, you're not, Rachel from Cold Card Holder Services or whatever, um, yeah, I find that very frustrating. You could try to, there used to be this thing called the no call list. I guess that's gone because I was on it and I get it all the time. I get those calls all the time. I would just say don't answer any numbers that you don't know. And I think there are apps where you can actually make it so that you can't, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, or if you guys know of any of these, where only certain numbers can get through to you, maybe. I mean, there's obviously certain problems with that, or there are apps where you can have, or services, I think, where you can have people, press in a code. Or another thing you could do is use Google. This is interesting. Get a Google phone number and have your calls routed through it, and then the Google phone number, and then I think it's free to get the number, or it's really cheap. And then what'll happen is the Google phone will answer your phone and make them say who they are, and then call you and say, "Do you want to talk to this person?" You can say yes or no. I mean, just a couple of ideas to think about it. Yeah. Let's see here. Tracy says, "Somehow my narc got through even though I blocked him." Yeah, that's what they do. Are you struggling with it? Are you still, what's happening with that? Is he trying to suck you back in, Tracy? Let me know. Doreen B is here. She says, "Hi, Angie Tribe." Hey, Doreen, how are you? Welcome back. And Tracy says it had said his caller ID and everything. Well, that's weird. Maybe, yeah. See, Shannon, I thought the bell was maybe they didn't send it out. Tracy Abrams says set his caller ID and everything, and I think that maybe there's something else going on there. Have you double checked and made sure that with your phone company? Because I don't know about who your provider is, but I know that Verizon does a thing sometimes where they will actually Verizon will block a person from your phone completely, so they can't even, if they dial your number, it goes right to, "This person does not accept calls from your number," or something. Maybe that's an option. Yeah. Shannon, I think YouTube forgot to send out the notification today. We kind of had a slow start this morning due to that. So, yeah. Good morning, Malta. Oh, yeah. YouTube did not send out the notification. There we go. Okay, now I lost my place. Where was I? Okay, here we go. Healthy Love said she'll send me an email soon. Okay, cool. All right. Leah Nova Scotia says, "My body clock tells me to get on to see if you're here. I live with my narc mother and we work together. Any advice?" She is very, even though she's good with covert. Oh, very ill, even though she's good with covert. Oh, that's tough. I mean, I think you're going to have to get really good at gray rock, Leah. It's not easy, but one of the things that you can do is just don't react to her when she's abusive. Because I assume she's not physically abusing you. So if she screams at you, yells at you, belittles you, just be like, "That's very interesting," and don't respond, don't react, or respond logically only, no emotion involved. If you must respond, or just walk away. And then when she's positive and she does things that you, approve of or appreciate, when she's kind, then treat her with love and respect. A lot of times when narcissists learn that they won't get, especially being her daughter, it's not like she can, break up with you technically. A lot of times when they don't get the reaction that they want or expect, or if don't get any reaction at all, they feel like they're not getting enough attention, then they'll start trying to figure out, well, how do I get attention from Leah? And then they'll notice, oh, when I'm nice to her, she's really nice to me and she gives me attention. So I mean, that's a possible option for you, Leah, is that kind of, I mean, I hate to call it dog training, but I have called it that before. It's not that she's a dog, but it's basically, show her what will get the reward of your attention, which is what she's seeking, even when she's screaming and yelling, or whatever her form of manipulation is. Let me know your thoughts on that. Healthy Love says, let it go, girl. He will do what he will do. Make sure you're happy. Who cares who he dates? I agree. Jamie Lynn says, her love bomb known for 3 weeks, and then they're on a 2-week ski trip in a different country. Yeah, that's probably not a real deep relationship, Jamie Lynn. Obviously, you already know that because you're LOLing about it. But that's sad. That's sad. And honestly, like Healthy Love said, just let it go. It's not worth your energy or your time. I mean, if it's making you laugh, great, but don't dwell on it. Don't let it become a thing that becomes, part of your stress. Stop the Chaos says he's pulled every trick in the book from nasty to sweet to super nasty because I sent a certified letter telling him to remove all of his possessions and take care of all of our affairs by a certain date. Well, you did what you had to do, girl. He's going to be super nasty to sweet and nasty again, of course, but you just have to keep your eye on the prize. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Hello, ex dude. Yeah, Shannon, I did send out the text, but I guess that YouTube maybe didn't send the notification right away, or if they did at all, I'm not sure. But thank you, appreciate you. And thanks for being here. Tommy D says, just swinging through to say hi, and all you guys are in my thoughts and prayers. God bless you and shine his amazing love on you all today. Thank you, Mr. Tommy D. I hope you're feeling well today. We miss you around here. Tommy Lee says, Nikki Lee, what am I talking about? Nikki Lee, hello, says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Nikki. How are you? And Healthy Love says, Samsung Galaxy, you can block hidden callers. There you go. And just keep on adding new numbers on the blocked list. Oh, cool. Okay, good idea. I have a Samsung Galaxy as well. S7, I think. Stop the Chaos says, I don't understand how he handles the stress of our situation on top of work and pretending to be a person to his new supply. It's amazing. He's being so fake with the new supply. It's not him. Yeah, of course he is. He's in the love bombing phase. And I bet you if you think back all those years ago, he may have been similarly kind to you during the beginning of your relationship. It's very, it'll come down. It'll crash down around his ears pretty soon. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, even though it seems like he won't. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if he doesn't try to in some way suck you back in, especially when and if the thing doesn't work out as well with his new supply. That's legit. Okay, I have Kittle in my office today. He looks so cute. Anyway, okay, let's see here. Jamie Lynn says, I think there are apps that only allow people in your contacts to get through to you. I think that's accurate. Malta is here, my friend. Good morning, good morning, good morning. He says, good morning, everyone. It appears that YouTube did not send out the notification this morning. Malta, as always, I'm thrilled to see you, and thank you so much for the info. Renee says, good morning. Good morning, Renee Godell. She says, a lot of emotion in the past couple of days. Tell me what's going on, Renee, and welcome back, by the way. Hello, Trish Meyerly. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. How are you? She says, good morning, and I love the star. Shannon says, I don't answer unless it's my husband. Narc and monkeys are blocked, but new ones come up regularly. Even the school I let go to message. Yeah, I generally only answer calls where I know the people because for a number of reasons. Either I know the number or I'm waiting on a certain call or whatever. If I don't have an appointment and I don't recognize the number, I don't answer. Yeah. Alicia says my narc left me when I found out I was pregnant. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alicia. I think that's more common than we would like to think. I mean, not always, but some narcs do that. Yeah, I actually did a whole video on why they do that. But welcome to our Spanily. Miss Lily 1971 is here. Good morning, Miss Lily. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Andrea Christensen is here. Good morning, Andrea. And Ty Beauty, good morning. Good morning. Says hi. Hey, hey, hey. Tracy Abrams says, yes, he's saying if I want money, I better make up by payday. No, you better not. If it's a situation where, you have kids involved or he's supposed to be paying the bills, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but I would not get back together with someone over money unless you have literally no choice. And then I would be working on my escape plan ASAP. By the way, if you go to queenbeing.com/plan, you can get some stuff that'll help you figure that out. Documents you can download, no sign up required or anything. Healthy Love, Healthy Love, Healthy Love says you can block the number 100% if you have Verizon on their website. Yeah, that's what I thought. Um, and Tracy says also AT&T. Oh, that's who she has, is AT&T. Yeah, you know what I think, Tracy? I think AT&T probably has a similar thing. You should just maybe contact customer service and check with them and see what they think. I bet there's something they can do to help, or at least I advise you to do. Nikki Holmes says, hi, Angie. Big hugs to you too. Thank you, Nikki. Hugs back at you, girl. Wait a minute. Now I lost my place. Oh, hey, Bonnie. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get to you. All right, let's see here. All right. NL. Hello, NL. Welcome back. Says, good morning, all. Talking about scam phone calls, etc. Angie, I found some posts in one of Angie's videos that look like scam phishing. I sent an email with screenshots in case anyone wants to look at. Thank you. I will definitely be deleting those. Yeah, every now and then, and I think I know which one. I think I saw your email actually. Now that you mention it, but yeah, every now and then I find people, they try to come in and send spam mail and spam links and stuff like that. I'll look up this person. They're usually on the videos where I talk about things like apps and calling and spying and things like that, which are always, of course, related to this topic, um, dealing with stalkers and stuff like that. Thank you, NL. Stop the Chaos says he tried to tell me he would have canceled our divorce over the summer if he could have. Absolute bullshit. He treated me like crap for the past year, but today he has regret. Come on. Yeah, I totally agree. That's just, there you go. That's there's a little toe in the door of the hoovering stuff. Stop the Chaos. So you already know it's a possibility. Absolutely. Malta says good morning to Trish Meyerly, Miss Lely, and Andrea. Sorry. Tracy Abrams says, okay, I'll try that. Good idea. Wonder Woman says, my divorce lawyer is threatening to quit if she doesn't get a substantial payment soon. I'm broke. What's a good way to ask a relative for a loan when you haven't been in touch for over 10 years? So that's a great question. If the relative is someone that you haven't been in touch with because of the narcissist, reaching out to them to just get back in touch would be the first step, I think. And if it's someone that can afford it for sure, explain the situation, explain why you were out of touch, and say, if there's anything I could do, anything you can do to help, I would be forever grateful. Just explain the details and let them know when you'll pay them back, how you'll pay them back, things like this. For example, when Bill and my husband, got together, we went through a month or two where we were struggling. And one of the things I did with my mother-in-law who has passed away now, but I had spoken to her about a loan. And then what I did was I literally wrote her a series of post-dated checks so that she knew, okay, every month she could put this check in the bank and then she would get that much toward the money that I owed her. And so she did that, and that actually worked out really nicely. So that's a possibility, kind of set the relative up with post-dated checks for payments if that's an option for you. And if not, then just be really honest and say, I was being abused, this is what happened, et cetera, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. I need help. But then you're going to have to be, prepared to try to be involved with that relative again if that's something that's a possibility for you. So let me know some more details on that. Gail Catrice says, hello all. Hello, Gail. Welcome back. And Kamal Walters is here. Hello, Kamal. Welcome to our morning chat and to our Spanily. Teresa Peace Grace says they keep using different numbers. Yeah, that's really hard, Teresa. Maybe the other thing you want to consider is changing your number, even if it's temporarily. Might help. Surf Smurf says, good morning, everyone. And morning, Surf Smurf. One of the things that, Teresa, that might help you is get a new phone number and keep the other phone number on a voicemail so that you could potentially use any voicemails that are left as proof of harassment. Maybe. Just a thought. Shannon O'Brien says hello to Malta, and Shirley is here. Hello, Shirley. Good morning and welcome. She's got some bees for us. I like those little emojis. They're so cute. X Dude says, yeah, I got the notification late. I actually received it now. Well, thank you. That explains a lot. Yeah. Gail just got the notification. So did Thai Beauty. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, guys. Thank you. Miss Lily says, thank you. Your videos have been a blessing to me. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. That's exactly my intention, is to help people to, make their lives better and get out of these abusive situations. So you totally validate me when you tell me that. Thank you. Malta says, good morning to Shannon, Gail, and Shirley. And Maureen says, hey, Angie, a very good morning to you. Thank you, Maureen, and good morning to you, my friend. How are you? M. Welk is back. Hello, M. Welk, and welcome back. Says, good morning, Angie and all. Shannon O'Brien says, I look for the text. YouTube is not as reliable. Sure, sure. Yep. And that's really, really helpful, I think. Oh, yeah. Malta said he just received it at 10:20. Yep, there we go. Yeah, see, sometimes YouTube doesn't send out the notification at all, and sometimes it sends it out late. So that's why I have the text service set up, so that those of you who are signed up, and anybody can sign up, of course, by going to your phone and texting the word Angie Live, all one word, ANGIE Live, LIVE, to 33222. Make sure you don't have any spaces in that word. And again, that's Angie Live to 33222. Okay. Thanks for the information, Malta and Shannon. Bonnie, good morning. Miss Bonnie, how are you? M. Welk says, good morning, Malta. And Stop the Chaos says, I'm really shaky, but I'm trying to keep reminding myself to keep going forward. Backward is not an option. He sent 37 texts yesterday. Good Lord. She said, I responded with 2 texts, two of them, and ignored the rest. He's asking, why do I hate him? I mean, really? Yeah, it sounds to me like he's trying really hard to suck you back in, even though he does have a new person. I think part of the issue is, he's been using you for supply for many years, and the new supply he can't be his crazy self with. So he's going to, try to use you in the meantime. Good for you for staying strong. I would only respond to texts that have to do with your children or the legal stuff with the divorce, and that's it. And I would only respond factually and nothing else. No emotion at all. I know it's hard, honey. Stay strong. You can do this. You can do this. I know you can. Got to find that inner strength again. Pull your back up, steel it up, and be strong, because you've got this. You've overcome so many things already. You can do this. You can. Andrea Christensen says, losing tons of weight. Yay! Why does one boob always lose faster than the other? It's all good. Yeah, boobs are weird, right? I know. I know what you're talking about. I didn't. Okay, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. It is all good though. Get you a padded bra, you'll be all right. Malta says, good morning to Bonnie and M. Wilk. Bonnie says, why would the narcissist rather burn all bridges and kill relationships than compromise and save what they took so long to build? Oh, because they don't have any concept of that. They will burn a bridge and then they will try to walk right back over it to suck you back in. They think that they are immune to the constructs of normal human interaction on so many levels, Bonnie. I know. Are you dealing with that right now? Wonder Woman says, I've been gray rock with my family because they are toxic, but now I need them. Oh, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Well, Wonder Woman, you've got to find the ones that are going to be the most kind and understanding, and you're going to have to spill about having been abused. I think that's going to be your best bet. And potentially to come forth with a repayment plan in hand, if that's an option for you. Rose Hargrove, hello, hello. Welcome back. How are you? Hope you're feeling well today. Adriana Bordeaux says, I gave myself some downtime to allow myself to feel sad, disappointed, and depressed. And I gave myself an end time like you talk about. And now I'm happy instead of staying in a funk and not ignoring. Oh, I'm so proud of you. That's beautiful. I'm so glad to hear it. Love, love, love that. Thank you, Adriana. I appreciate you sharing that. And because it does work, it does. I've used it in my own life, even when, people have passed away. I tell myself, okay, I get this much time to mourn, however much time I need for that person. And then I stand back up and get back to life, because that's what we have to do. We don't really have a lot of choices. We have to keep living. So good for you. I'm proud of you for doing that. Let's see. Healthy Love says, because boobs are never the same size. True that. Unless they're fake. Yeah. AB says, hi, Angie. Hello. Good morning and all. Welcome back. Welcome back. And Bonnie says, hey, Malta. Adriana Bordeaux says, that's how I feel. Yeah. Nicole Blotnicki is here, says, good morning, Angie. Good morning, Miss Nicole. How are you, honey? Welcome back. Miss Lily says, my narc lives with me and doesn't accept that I'm done. Ooh, that's rough. She's not sure what to do. That is so tough because if they live in the same house as you, they have certain legal rights to be there. And, I think maybe, if it's your home and you own it or you have the lease on it, you've got some options, but it's still going to it's going to take time, especially if you haven't, started any sort of eviction process. And if you're legally married, there's other things to think about. Not accepting that you're done is a problem. If it's not your home, if it's not your lease, or you don't own the home, then I would move. What do you think about that? Is that a possibility? Madeline Gutierrez, hello, welcome back, honey. She says, good morning, Angie and roomies. Great great grandbaby kept me busy. We ride horses. When when I'm alone, I'm hand quilting. Narc is behaving, leaving me alone. Thank you, the Lord. That is great news, Miss Maddie. I'm so happy to hear it. Good news, good news. Malta says, good morning, Rose Hargrove. I've been following the morning chats via the replays. My thoughts, positive energy, and prayers are with you. Malta, big hugs and love to you too, my friend. Shanisha Henry in the house says, I am keeping my circle non-toxic. That is amazing, Shanisha. I love that. And you have just been rocking this whole recovery deal. I'm so proud of you. Cheryl Wooster says, today's a narc's birthday. His over-the-top personality change since finding out I want to leave is wearing me out, not down. Just physically and emotionally exhausted. I understand. I do. How much longer until you can leave, Cheryl? Let me know. Yeah, they have this way of just draining us, and it's exhausting. It takes your whole self, to a different level. And as strong as you are, they test you. They test you. And it's not that you want to stay, it's that, you know, they make you so tired you just want to go to bed and forget the whole thing, right? I totally get it. Carlita Vegas says, good morning. Good morning, Miss Carlita. Welcome back. Malta says, good morning, Rumi, to Madeline, and offers her a quick little hug. And Andrea Saunders is here. Hey, girl, welcome back. She says, hi, guys. Glad to see you all here. Well, we are glad to see you, too. How you doing, honey? Teresa Shaw is here. Good morning, Teresa. She says, good morning, Angie. And by the way, welcome. She says, really need your help. Need info on my narc. Can't find info on a narc pedophile. Okay. What are you dealing with, Teresa? Let me know. Shannon O'Brien says, I can block an unlimited number of numbers on my iPhone. The caller doesn't show up, but to their end, everything seems normal. I love it. That's a good thing. Yeah. Kimberly K is back. Good morning, Kimberly K. Welcome back. Says good morning, good morning, good morning. Ron Nelson is here. Hello, Ron Nelson. How are you, my friend? And Malta says good morning to Carlita Vega. And Andrea says, hey, Malta. JS, hello, JS. Welcome back. Says, X sent my family and his family an email saying he can't pay the order that came out Monday. My stepdad is getting involved. I'm scared. How is your stepdad getting involved? On his side, on the X's side? Let me know. Healthy Love says it takes effort to direct our thoughts on us and focus on what makes us better, but it's worth it. Absolutely. You're so right on every count of that sentence. Yes. TY Beauty says the narc, or is it Ty Beauty? Ty Beauty says the narc, my child's father, logged into my Snapchat, even though he's in a relationship with someone else who he's been dealing with while he was with me. Why? What is his purpose? Oh, it's control. Yeah. He wants to know everything that you're doing, thinking, feeling, saying, and he wants to be in control of you and all of those things. And maybe at some point, in order to, you know, get you back or catch you or something like that, I hope you changed the password quickly. And Welk says, stop the chaos, keep ignoring his text. He's just looking for a reaction. I agree. Shannon says hello to Maddie. And Malta says good morning to Kimberly and Andrea. JS says X is also threatening to turn off my utilities and cancel my car insurance. Okay, one of the first things I would be doing is getting the utilities in your own name and getting your own car insurance as soon as possible. The less hold they have over you, the less ability that they, have to make your life hard, the less chance that they can do that. So let me know your thoughts about that. Shannon says, I got that. Okay. Good morning, Amethyst. She says, morning, Angie. Thank you for everything. My pleasure, and welcome back, my friend. Andrea Saunders says, hey, Tommy D. And Arlene Robertson says, hey, Angie, just to say good morning. Hey, Arlene, how are you doing, honey? Um, Archeo, Archaeology Girl, hey, cool name, says, my dad, and by the way, welcome, the narc, just found out he has cancer. He called me up out of the blue to tell me he loved me, then let me go. He just told my sister he was sorry for saying what he did to Sarah. Huh. What is that? Are you Sarah? So he's saying he was sorry for saying he loved you? Let me know. Um, Bonnie says, Angie, why would a narc leave Valentine's candy and card in the middle of a Cold War silent treatment manipulation to make it look to the grown kids like everything is normal? Oh, sure, maybe. Or just out of habit, or because he wanted you to feel bad for not getting him anything. It could be a number of reasons. Yeah. Um, was the card anything special? Did it say, I'm sorry for being such a jerk for your whole life? Or did it just say Happy Valentine's Day and that's it? Let me know. Yeah, just to mess with your head, Bonnie, most likely. Um, and definitely, if the grown kids are around and would see that, then sure, that would be part of it too, because he's probably trying to show them that he's the good guy and you're the bad guy here. Yeah. Kimberly K says, how do I manage conflicting ideas my ex is putting in my kids' heads? It breaks my heart. It makes me angry. Again, I would need to know a little more about the ideas, but I think the best thing you can do is realize that you cannot co-parent with a narcissist, especially when they don't live in your house. You can, however, parallel parent. So, teach your children as much as they're capable of understanding at their ages about understanding people and about taking things with a grain of salt, and then teach them the truth from home. And when they go over there, I guess I need to know more about the ideas that he's putting in their head so I can give you some specific stuff, but that's where I'll leave it without more details. Um, Tommy D says, after I told my ex narcissist how I view her, reality, she's ghosted, not one peep. Hooray! I believe it's finally over, and baby, I am moving onward and upward. Woohoo! Good for you, Tommy D. Proud of you. Madeline says, sweetie Malta! Love you guys. Bonnie says it's an act. Yeah, I agree, Bonnie. Yeah, for sure. Sarah Novak says, had cops escort me to retrieve my things. Very good. She says, he always kicks me out, so I don't have time to gather up my things. Also tries to use my things as a Hoover method. Well, look, I think that was the smartest thing you could have done, having the cops come in and stand behind you, because he's not going to mess with you in front of them, and at least not effectively. So good for you. That's taking your power back right there, Sarah Novak. Good for you. Proud of you for that. Hands up for Sarah. Shannon says, Malta, is there any training for mods you could recommend? YouTube videos, books, podcasts? Good question. And Archaeology Girl says, when I told her not to come home, I didn't mean it. Wait a minute. I gotta find the rest of that. Hold on a minute. Thanks for doing this. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Ooh, that's rough. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about it? Ashley Thrasher says, what's up, yo? Hey, Ashley, how you doing, honey? Welcome back. Teresa Shaw says, Angie, need help and info on narc pedophile. Pain unbearable. Please help. Nowhere to turn. Okay, well, I can try to do a video on that. I need more information on what you're dealing with specifically, Teresa. Let me know. Nikki Holmes says, I think my mind is going crazy. I've backed off from my covert spouse because of the pain he causes me, but he just stays friendly now. I'm starting to think I overimagine things and that I'm the narc. Okay. So, you know how people sometimes, first of all, you are not the one, most likely, Nikki. I have a video, I think it's coming out tonight, that's really going to help you with that, because this is called, you backed off because of the pain that he's causing you, and now he's just being friendly. And the reason he's being friendly is because he's trying to suck you back in. So, I want you to sit down and I want you to write down all the reasons that you backed off. Specifically, before you forget. Specifically, how did you feel? Specifically, what sorts of things did he say and do and make you think? And specifically, what was it that caused you the pain that he was doing? I want you to write that stuff down as soon as possible before you forget. And I want you to keep that list. And every time you start to doubt yourself, I want you to watch, I want you to read the list again. And also, I want you to watch the video I have coming out at 7 p.m. today because I think that will be very helpful for you. Um, Arlene Robertson says, "Good morning, Malta." Patricia Armbruist, hello, Patricia, is here. Good morning, Patricia, and welcome. She says, "I recently told him he was a narcissistic sociopath. He was very hurt and said I'm not a sociopath, so obviously he knows he's a narcissist." Listen, Patricia, you can't tell a narcissist they're a narcissist because it doesn't go well. If Malta is able to grab the video I did about that recently, I did a video about should you tell a narcissist they're a narcissist, and really you shouldn't because they'll just use it against you. Um, and maybe he does know he's a narcissist, but maybe he doesn't fully understand what a narcissist is. Someone with narcissistic personality disorder or severe tendencies is someone who has no empathy and, who doesn't care how other people feel, that kind of stuff. So let me know your thoughts about that. All right. Malta says, "Good morning, Arlene, and I'm happy to be here, Angie." Oh, thank you so much, honey. Big hugs and love to you. Nikki says, "I want to leave him and I want to stay. I'm so confused." Oh, I know how that feels. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. You have to think, Nikki, about, are you sacrificing your happiness for his? How often are you going through the abuse with this person? You know what I mean? You have to think about it because if it's something that's happening on, regularly, I feel like there has to be a tipping point. I feel like there has to be at least 51% positive in the relationship. And honestly, even more than that, really, really, but minimum to even consider staying, it has to be really good at 51% of the time. And you really want that to be a lot higher if the rest of it's bad, especially if there's abuse happening. Teresa says, "My narc is a pedophile, molested my grand." Oh my God. Okay, first of all, Teresa, I understand your pain. That is devastating. Um, but I hope to God that you're out of there. There would be nothing stopping me if I were you. I would say that he's lucky you haven't physically uh, handled his situation. A lot of us parents and I'm sure grandparents feel the same way, would want to physically hurt that person, or worse. um, are you out of the situation, or are you still in the situation? I hope that person is in jail, actually. Talk to me, tell me what's going on. Bonnie says, "It's so sad and hard to take the leap to a new life. The shame, the financial problems included with leaving, especially over a long time with a toxic narc." You're so right, Bonnie. And that's why I say to people, look, obviously the ideal situation is to walk away from the narcissist, of course. But in a situation like Bonnie's, where things are kind of difficult, but I don't think he's physically abusing her. It's a lot of long silent treatment she's going through right now. It puts her in a position to have to start her whole life over again. And she has to question back and forth, is it worth it to go and start all over with nothing or with very little? The shame factor is huge, especially when you've been together a long time and a lot of people know you're together. I mean, yeah, this oh gosh, I totally get it, girl. I get it. And that's why, take you have to weigh the pros and cons of staying or not. If you are, wishing that you could, start dating again or being with somebody else, and that's something you might want to consider leaving at some point. If you, I don't know. It's a tough call. It is, especially when you've been together as long as you guys have, Bonnie. I totally, totally feel you. It's very difficult. But I think it helps to start to work on yourself like you're doing and start to kind of regain your self-confidence and stuff back. I think that's a big start for making life a little better for you. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah. And plus they tear down your self-esteem and your self-confidence and all of this. It's terrible. Yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it. Okay. Thai Beauty says, "Oh, and his new girlfriend somehow hates me, even though we've never met, nor haven't even had a conversation. I think he's influencing her to dislike me. I mean, I don't care, but at the same time, that's very low. Oh, girl, yeah, absolutely. Of course, he's influencing her to not like you because he's afraid you might go tell her who he really is. And if she hates you because you're such a horrible person, according to him, then anything you say to her will be taken with a grain of salt. That's exactly, almost every narcissist does that. They make their ex out to be this horrible, horrible person who's done all these bad things to them. And then what it comes down to is if you ever get an opportunity to talk to them, you find out, oh, that's actually a pretty nice person. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even bother until you become the abused person in the relationship. So, my suggestion, Thai Beauty, is to take a deep breath and recognize what is going on there. Watch my videos on the new supply. The new supply is it's it's sad and stupid, but it's almost always the case with narcissists. They need, for one, I used to think it was all about the sob story. And I do think that's part of it, where the narcissist will tell the new person a sob story about their horrible ex. Okay, every narcissist does it. And then and as I was going through the relationship with my ex-husband, I didn't even know what narcissism was on this level. I didn't understand, about NPD, and I didn't understand about narcissistic abuse. But what I did know for sure is that as I was going through the process of leaving him, I could almost watch him formulating his story for the next supply. Oh, this horrible woman, she took my child, she won't let me see him, I've done nothing wrong, poor me, wah, wah, wah. And I knew that because he told me a similar story when I met him about some other crap that wasn't true, So it's an ongoing thing. It's just kind of how they roll. It has nothing to do with you, Thai Beauty. Nothing. It has to do with him and his covering his butt and also getting lots of attention. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Promise you that. And it is very low. You're right. Hello, Kimberly Barfield. How are you? Child of God is here. Good morning and welcome. Andrea Christensen says, I'm sorry, Andrea. I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. Andrea Christensen says, the ex stopped by my house the other day, and when I didn't answer my phone, I told him we were just getting ready to leave. He took off his jacket and sat down. It took him 15 minutes to leave. You do not have to let this person in your house, my friend. Keep that in mind. Hello, Sharon Shedd. Good morning. And good morning, Spice S. Malta says, Shannon O'Brien, I've received your message and sent a reply. Should be available by going to my channel, Video Manager, Community Messages. Good for you, Malta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. Holly Weathers says, good morning. Good morning, Holly. And Trish Meyerly says, it's been a year since I left the narc. I thought I would never be okay. I'm beyond him. I'm beyond the best I've ever been. Okay. That's great news, Trish. I like that. I like that. Proud of you for that. Holly, did I say good morning to you, Holly Weathers? Good morning. I think I did. Archaeology Girl says, thanks for doing this. My pleasure. And Elle says exactly the same here. If the number is not in my contact list, I never answer. Let it go to voicemail. If it's important, they will leave a message. Absolutely true. Yes. Sharon Chud says, it's hard to deal with the loneliness. That's really true. It is hard. And that's part of the reason we do this group and part of the reason we have this fan group. But also, I suggest things like meetup.com as a really great way to sort of find your local tribe. And actually, Dana and I were talking this morning about possibly doing some sort of a big summit or something. We'll let you know about that, where we all get together in person, maybe. Tracy Abrams says, thank you. Okay. Cole Anderson says, good morning, everyone. Hey, Cole, how you doing, honey? Hope you're feeling well. How's your travels? How's all the things? How's your daughter? Spill. AB says, I had an aha moment after your video with Dana Morningstar that love bombing can be viewed as a bunch of swirling red flags. Absolutely true. Yes. And the thing about it that sucks is that love bombing feels so good. So it's hard to see past it sometimes. But now that we've been where we have been, now we know better. You know what I'm saying? Now we can do better. What do they say? When you know better, you do better. So let's do better. Yeah, totally good. Good stuff, AB. Doreen says, oh, darn it. Hold on a second. I lost my place. Where did Doreen go? Hold on, Doreen. I'll find you. Oops, I guess I should click the right button. Doreen. Okay. So, I'm gonna get there. There we go. Okay. Doreen says, does anybody know any spyware removal apps or anti-spy apps? Tired of my notifications going through Cupcake. Oh, girl, I hear you. Listen, I'll tell you something. Doreen, take your phone. I don't know about spyware. I don't know about that stuff, but somebody, if you guys know in the chat, leave it in the chat for Doreen. But I will tell you this: go to your local, provider, to your store, and hand them the phone and say, take off the spyware. The other thing, you can do, I know that Verizon will do it. I'm pretty sure AT&T will do it. The other thing you can do is call your provider and say, this is what I'm dealing with. How can I fix it? I think that's your best bet. Okay. If you are on the same phone service with that person, you have the same account, get off the account, change your number, or at least get off the account. Vivian Vitti is here. Hello, Vivian. Welcome, welcome. Says, good morning. I'm happy I finally found you online. Well, I'm happy to have you. Good morning and welcome. Elise Pennington is here. Hello, Elise. Welcome. Says, thanks for choosing to help empower us after finding your strength. We are grateful for you. I know some days I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, thank you so much. That means a lot to me, Elise. Thank you. Maddie says, Tommy, I wrote the narc a 5-page letter letting him know he's a narc. Go get help. His abuse and behaviors, which I specified, are totally unacceptable. Do not contact me. He is blocked. Good for you. Kimberly Barfield says, Sharon, yes. Yeah, we know. But it's difficult with the loneliness. It's hard. Malta says, good morning to Kimberly, child of God, and Vivian. And Shannon says, Malta, thank you. I sent myself an email with info. Very good. Okay. Sarah Novak says, the loneliness to me is just a large empty space the narc used to take up. You will learn to fill it in a healthy way soon. Hey, Shannon, maybe you can also share some of that info in our moderator group. And Sarah, you're absolutely right. The loneliness is just a large empty space. And yeah, you will. And you know what? I personally think that if you can find yourself a passion, find yourself something you love to do. I don't care if it's painting, if it's refinishing old furniture, or like roller skating or whatever. Find yourself something that makes you happy when you do it, whether you make money doing it or not. Just do it and enjoy it and use it to fill your empty space in your life until you decide what else to do. It can help you heal, to enjoy something. I mean, go to one of those sip and paint nights. That's really fun. And you might discover that you love to paint, or, go, join a meetup group, like I said, or, find something that makes you feel good. Decide to do a self project. You want to lose weight, or you want to, run a marathon, maybe, some kind of a time specific project. Do something that makes you feel good about yourself and something you love to do. Okay, just think about it. Cole says, why is it I feel like I'm on a roller coaster and I'm not even at Six Flags? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Stuff getting difficult for you? Let me know. Have you heard from Narco lately? Let me know. Carlita says, hey, Malta, and sends over hugs. Maddie says, if he tries to break my boundaries, I will tell my pastor, and the narc is so prideful he won't be bothering me. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Kimberly Barfield says, oh, well, Cole. Quavo Gold is here. Hello, Quavo Gold. How you doing? Freedom Lee says, good morning, Angie. Getting my cup of coffee. So glad you're here. Looking good, girl. Thank you, Freedom Lee. I have my cup right here. I actually, as always, just took the last few sips right before I went live. Andrea Christensen says, I hate feeling so hormonal up and down. Thyroid issues. Having something to look forward to helps a lot. Yes, absolutely. She says, going out on a friend date tonight. Anxious, but really looking forward to it. Good. Try not to be anxious. Try to just go and have fun. Friend dates are the best because there's no pressure and there's no crap involved. You know what I mean? That's great. Good for you. AB says it was a cool visual and helpful to remember what love actually is with the narc, what all that love actually is with the narc. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. AB said, I already read that one. Leah Nova Scotia says, this is a little heavier, but what kind of therapy should I seek? Focus, exposure therapy, DBT, CBT. There are some parts I don't remember from trauma, like more like CPTSD. Any advice? I'm insured. I like focus therapy. I like DBT, CBT. I would not recommend exposure therapy per se. I guess I would need to know a little bit more information. I think the biggest thing you need to actually, I've done videos about this. So search my channel for videos about therapy and psychology, psychiatry, because I've done entire videos where I talk about which types of therapies are best and how to find a therapist who understands. I think your biggest thing is going to be to find a therapist who understands CPTSD and trauma. That's going to be your biggest, most important thing. And then check out those videos because I'm running out of time right now, but I want you to check out those videos and see what you think about that. All right, I'm out of time, guys, but I'm going to do one or two more questions before I wrap up, and then I will be back at noon on Dana Morningstar's channel with her. So you guys should all come over and pop in there and say hello to us as well. And then, of course, I'll be back tomorrow and the next day, right here on this channel, like I'm here every morning. John S. says, after a year of no contact, my narc mother writes me some completely awful letter, how I have lost my way, and she thinks my wife has taken me down some bad path, etc., etc. Do I just ignore and move forward? Yes. Yeah, that's a mom Hoover maneuver, my friend. And if you and your wife are happy together and you are feeling stronger since you go no contact, you know what to do. You are absolutely, you know, she's just looking for a response from you. She's looking for a way to suck you back in. If you know for sure that she is a narcissist and she has abused you for probably your whole life in that way, keep going, ignore and move forward. Yeah, I know it's hard, but yeah. And then, maybe keep the letter if you want to remind yourself why you're not in contact with her, or throw it out the window if you don't want to give it any power. Not the literal window, but burn it or throw it in the trash or whatever. Yep. Hello, Connie P. And Wilk says, Teresa Shaw, that's absolutely horrible. Were you able to stay away from this monster? Is the law enforcement involved? Yeah, that's my question too. There's so much involved there. I need more information. And I'm also so sorry that you're going through this. I actually, one of my very, very good friends, my best friends, her long story, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but when it came out that he had, her father had molested grandchildren, including possibly her own child, he actually committed suicide. And yeah, I'm sorry. It's a difficult situation. Faith says, hi guys, haven't been on in a while. I now have a domestic violence order. We go back to court to a review tomorrow. Oh, hey, Faith, that's really good stuff. She says, when he finally saw the kids, he left after 50 minutes because my son's friend was getting more attention than he was. Typical narcissist, Faith. Any advice for court tomorrow? Go in there with your head held high, be strong, and make it very clear. Don't pull any punches. You know why you don't want him to be around your life, in your life, and why you need him to be pulled away from you. And tell the truth. Tell the truth. Keep your chin up. Wear something makes you comfortable. That's not too revealing or sexy. Something that feels good and sort of professional looking. And I want you guys to, oh, and the other thing, Faith, about court is don't look them in the eyes at all, the narcissist or his attorney. And I would like you guys to share any thoughts you have for Faith in the comments here so she can get any extra help you could offer. All right. Let's see. To the person that put a thumbs down on this video already, why are you even here? Just saying. Okay. Yeah. Bonnie says the shame that goes along with long-term abuse is really tough. Absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely true, Bonnie. It's very difficult. Shannon O'Brien says part of my no contact plan is I have someone else, my husband, in my case, read the letter, but it could be any safe person, and then put it in the trash. Yeah, that's perfect. And I like that, Shannon, the no contact plan. I like that. Doreen B says, Angie, do you have any videos about how to talk to your adult daughter, special needs but high functioning, about her narc father? This is new for her too. You know what? I don't know if I do. I know that I have videos about how to talk to kids about it, but I will definitely try to put something together for you. I mean, Doreen, basically what you want to do, she's an adult with special needs, high functioning, so you want to fill her in on as much as she can understand. If she's able to understand the concept of a personality disorder, fill her in. If not, then, it's tough to know where she is, but you want to just kind of explain to her in the simplest terms possible, and that it's not her fault, and that it's just, this dad has this disorder, or you could call it, like a glitch in his brain that makes him not have empathy for people. Explain that stuff. Um, if I knew, about what age level you're dealing with, that would be helpful. But I'll definitely try to put together another video on that for you. Bonnie says, also the denial that goes along with long-term abuse is a tremendous hurdle to overcome. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. All right. I'm hello, Kingdom and Adrian, Kingdom Princess and Adrian. I'm going to read this last comment from Vivian, and then I'm going to wrap up, but I will be back over on Dana's channel at noon, which is in less than an hour from now. Vivian says, these days I'm finding myself so confused about this guy and always asking myself if I was the narc and the selfish one. I didn't think that in our relationship I was perfect. I've done mistakes too. Well, again, I think that today's video is going to be really helpful for you, Vivian, the one that's coming at 7 p.m. tonight. And, and I think asking yourself if you were the narc is almost proof that you're not. But nobody's perfect in any relationship. That's the thing. And the worst part of it is that the stuff that the narcissists try to use against us very often have a tiny, like, sand grain of truth to them, right? Like, or at least they poke on things they know we feel insecure about. For example, if we know we're a bad housekeeper and the narcissist like attacks us and tells us we're a bad housekeeper, we already feel a little sensitive about the way we keep house, and so they expand on it. They make it bigger than it really is, and make it worse than it really is, and it just kind of goes on from there. So it's possible that he was picking on your sore spots and intentionally making you doubt yourself. Vivian, I suggest you watch more videos and definitely check out the video I have coming out tonight. I think that will be helpful for you. It's called something about reactive abuse. So 7 p.m. Central Time, it will be out. All right. And you can hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to make sure you don't miss it. All right, guys, I'm sorry I got to rush off right now, but I will see you in less than an hour over on Dana's channel. If you haven't yet found it, it's Thrive After Abuse right here on YouTube. I'll see you there, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video and another live session. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'll see you soon.